Hey you guys, this is Yobilo coming to you again with another Wi-Fi battle. This one is against Detective Pablo. Met him through Nintendo Worlds. Seemed fairly nice. Anyways, looking from the team, it looks like he's got a really balanced team, a little bit defensive if you could tell. Anyways, it's a somewhat short battle, so let's get this started. He's gonna lead off with a Mian Shao, while I'm gonna lead off with my Selgor. I wanted to tempt him into going for the fake out, but I'm not sure if you predicted this or what, but I switch out into my Ferrothorn and he hits me with the Stone Edge. Now, which got me thinking, why didn't this activate the Rocky Helmet and Iron Barbs? Well, the reason for that is that there's some moves that are specially based and some moves that are physically based, and apparently it didn't. The physically based one, which is Stone Edge, did not activate it, which is pretty weird. Anyways, he hits me with a Drain Punch, but I should have predicted that and gone with the Protect, but instead I went with the Stealth Rock, and apparently that's a bad play on my part. But I just switch out and go into my Acelgor, knowing that he's probably gonna hit me with that again. Anyways, I go with Focus Blast, and if I did have the Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet, I'm pretty sure that would have mattered and KO'd this Fan Shao. But that's not the case, so he lives with a sliver of health and he gets some HP back, and down goes my Selgor. Anyways, I go into my Haxorus just as a revenge killer of sort. Anyways, I get him with the Earthquake because I didn't want to go with the Dragon Claw, seeing as he has his Fortress out. Well, not out, but in his team. He goes into his Dusclops, probably wanting to Will-O-Wisp me. I predict that. I switch out into my Reuniclus because I'm pretty sure he could have handled it. And plus, a status on Reuniclus is always a good thing. Anyways, I go with the Shadow Ball. I was hoping this would OKO, but apparently that's not the case, so he hits me with the Pain Split, and there he goes. That wall breaker right there. Anyways, he switches out into his Dusclops, and I was thinking that he probably wouldn't switch out into his Fortress, but I've also figured that he probably wanted to set up Toxic Spikes or I don't know what with his Tentacruel. I've just figured that. Anyways, I hit him with a Psyshock, and that turns out to be perfect because it takes it out. Anyways, he goes back into his Dusclops because he knows that he could take on a Shadow Ball. And I'm also knowing this, so I switch out into my Ferrothorn, knowing that he'd probably go with the Pain Split or with well, I guess the Shadow Sneak. There you go. That does nothing, and that activates my Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet, which is really great play by me. Anyways, he goes with the Nightshade, and it brings me down to 12 HP, but I hit off with the Leech Seed, which is always nice. And I could just stall this Dusclops very easily. But apparently I don't. I make this play, and I go into my Reuniclus, because knowing that he'd probably go with the... Well, I don't know what he would probably go with. Maybe probably another Shadow Sneak. Anyways, he goes with the Nightshade, and it does a good chunk. He goes with the Shadow Sneak trying to KO me, but I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have anyways. Seeing as how Dusclops is, like, not the best attacker. He's pretty bulky, but not the best attacker. And then I hit him off with the Shadow once more. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I could get my Reuniclus as a death fodder later on, so I switch out, going to my first Thorn, knowing that he'd probably go with the physical move, and if not, I could probably just use him as death fodder. He gets a crit, which didn't matter, but... And just the part that Rocky Helmet and Iron Barbs don't activate really kind of like pisses me off, but whatever. I mean, that's just 5th gen mechanics. Anyways, I go into my Haxorus, going with the Earthquake, and he brings in his Fortress, but that does nothing. Look at that. Nothing. Barely over the leftovers. Anyways, I switch out because I know I can't do anything. I go into my Reuniclus, knowing that he could probably go with the Explosion, Gyro Ball, whatever, Spikes. I knew I could take this on, especially since Reuniclus has such low speed. I go with the Recover, and that turns out to be perfect, seeing as he's going to go for the Earthquake. Now I know this thing has 2 attacks, which is always good. And I'm pretty sure he's carrying the Spikes or Stealth Rock, so I'm not too worried. Anyways, I go with the Recover again. While he goes with the Earthquake, I'm just trying to recover the green health so that way I can live whatever Infernape throws at me. Well, I'm pretty sure I know for a fact that he's got Infernape and Starmie still left, so I just want to be prepared and ready for that. Well, prepared and ready are the same thing. Anyways, he goes with the Spikes. I guess some late game Spikes, but that doesn't really turn out to be a good play on his favor because my Ridiculous, sorry, is at full health, and I shoot off a Focus Blast, but I honestly thought that was gonna be a 2-hit KO, but it turns out to be a Oko. So I'm kind of happy about that. And he goes with the acrobatics, and he has a flying gem, which was really surprising. If you do go with the a gem, I would have suggested a fighting gem. I'm not sure if it's called that, but for a mock punch boost or for a close combat boost, whatever. That to each his own, right? Anyways, I knock him out with the Side Shock, and that's always good. But he brings in his Starmie and Side Shocks me, which was pretty questionable, seeing as he could have gone for a Water type move. Anyways, I go off with the Recover, probably knowing that he was probably Scarf or Specs. I'm not sure if I could have lived either, but I just wanted to make sure. Anyways, he hits me with the Scald. That does a pretty good chunk. See, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that probably would have KO'd, but whatever. Anyways, I hit him with the Shadow Ball, and seeing that it was Life Orb, I just wanted to stall that out a bit, as with the Recover. Anyways, that was a great game, Detective Pablo, and yeah, thank you guys. Once again, subscribe, like it, comment. Any comment is really good, please. Thanks for your time, guys. This is Yobilo, and laters.